Okay, what we're going to try to do here is we're going to look at fundamentals of hitting out of a bunker so that our players can have a better idea of how they're supposed to do it. Okay, now first of all, I'm going to draw a few lines here. All right, the first line I'm going to draw is, as you can see, the wind's blowing. Let me put a little arrow on the end of that. As you can see, the wind's blowing from right to left from the flags, and as you can see, the ridge goes this way. So he is aware of the fact that to land this and stop it close to the hole, he's going to have to aim out here somewhere, out to the right of target. So what he's doing is his club face, the leading edge of his club face, is pointed in this direction, right of the flag. You don't always aim at the flag. It's just like playing break on a putt. You have to aim so that your ball, as it comes to rest, will roll in the direction of the hole. If you aim straight at the hole, you're always going to end up below the hole or away from the hole somewhere. So you have to take the leading edge of your club, and it's going to be perpendicular or something like that to a line like that. That's the leading edge of the club. Now, notice where his feet are lined up. His feet are lined up left of target. Okay? His shoulders are lined up left of target. Now watch as he swings what he's going to do. He's going to start it outside. So his swing, his club trajectory is also like this. He's swinging across his body. He's going to swing down the line of his feet and his shoulders. Notice how the club goes not toward the target but left of target. The thing that helps determine the direction the ball's going to go is where the leading edge of the club is. The leading edge of the club is going to put the ball, have the ball start in the direction toward where he wants it to go. And see, there's where you first see it. He knows he wants it to go right of target, right of the hole at least, toward his target, because he knows when it lands on the green it's going to kick and move to the left toward the hole. So he has to aim right of target to do that. Now notice another thing he's doing here. He never hits the golf ball. He takes a splash, and in the process of taking his shot, this is kind of an easy way to think of it. He's taking like a little box of sand, and that little box of sand is going to make that ball fly up to the hole, and then it's going to stop, as opposed to, you know, hitting the ball directly with the club. That ball would jump out of there and would fly clear across the green. So what he's doing is he's using the sand to lift the ball out of the bunker. Now, notice another thing. It's going to be easier to see from the other angle, and I'll show you that in a second. But notice the other thing. His club at impact is almost like a spatula. It's almost like laying the palm of your hand into the bunker. And that's because sand wedges and lob wedges, clubs that are intended to hit out of a bunker, have what we call bounce on the bottom of them. It's that flange area at the bottom of the club that keeps the club from descending into the sand. All it's supposed to do is glide through the sand, and then the sand lifts the ball into the air. And notice how he makes sure he makes a follow-through. Notice how light and easy this swing is, how smooth and easy that swing is, and how he always follows through. If you always follow through, you increase the chances by 90% that the ball is going to come out of the bunker. If you do not follow through, the odds are it's going to stay in the bunker. Okay, so let's take a look at it from this angle. All right, now what I want to notice here, again, let's keep in mind, let's imagine we've got our little box of sand that we're going to try to remove from the bunker, and in removing the box of sand, the ball will come out with it. Okay, now watch as he comes down. Notice where the club first enters the sand. See, it enters the sand short of the ball, And then again, like I said, the sand lifts the ball out of the bunker. Okay. Now let's take a full swing look. Let's see if we can see the whole swing. Okay, notice how he's getting, as he takes the club back, he's never touched the sand. See, you're not allowed under USGA rules, you're not allowed to touch the sand. You're not allowed to what we call ground the club. You can ground your club in a fairway. You can ground your club in the rough, but you can't ground your club in a bunker or a hazard. And so, therefore, what he's doing is he's holding his club above the ground. As he takes it back, he doesn't touch the sand. And notice how his hands break. His wrists break fairly rapidly. And notice how this isn't just an arm swing. You see how he's got, look at how much coil he's created. His shoulders have turned that much, so that he's got that much body swing into this. You can't get out of a bunker by just swinging hands and arms. You have to make it a body swing. But see how he's made his wrists have a good wrist hinge. He hasn't even gone really way back. Now, it depends on how far you've got to hit the ball. If the pin is close to you, you don't have to take as much of a swing. But if the pin's farther away, obviously it's going to be more of a swing. But he's using really soft hands, and he's using nice, smooth swing speed, keeping his head good and solid and steady. Notice his head. Let's just draw a circle around his head just to see what's going on with his head. I'll bet you his head is good and solid, doesn't move at all. And now as he starts down on the club, he's going to hold that wrist hinge and hold that wrist hinge, and then when he throws that club down, that club is going to go under that ball almost like it's a spatula. And then out comes the sand, and he follows through to his left side, just like you would on any shot. But remember, that club is going, if his target line is like this, the club is being swung and his alignment is left of target. That's pretty traditional, pretty standard stuff. Okay? All right, let's take one last look at it from this angle. Okay, now this is looking at it just diagonally from where the ball's gonna be coming. Okay, as he swings down on it, remember he splashes the sand, and you can see that club at this point is very flat. Okay, he's got it's a little hard to see, it's a little blurry there, but the club is laid out pretty flat, almost like the back of your hand is hitting the sand, and the palm of your hand is going to be lifting the golf ball out with sand. And look at how the club is. The club never turns over. The club never turns over like a traditional shot. What happens is you throw that club under there like you're throwing a spatula, like you were going to flip a pancake off the griddle up onto the green. It's the same kind of a swing. If you keep that in mind and you go ahead and release your wrists that way, underneath, and finish your swing without ever letting your hands turn over, you're going to have a lot more luck getting out of bunkers.